Door.
See young McQueen. Somehow. Perhaps Monsieur le Docteur will come with me to the dead man's carriage. Certainly. After we have finished there. But at this moment, the chef de train returned with Hector McQueen. Monsieur Bouc.
또 쓸 수